Do you want to know why the Pentel Metallic Dual Brush pens are magic? I'm going to show you in this video. We're going to swatch them and we're going to see what they look like on black and white paper, and then we're going to do some coloring with them from Joanna Basford's Small Wonders new coloring book. So this should be a lot of fun. These are really cool pens. I saw them at Creativation where they were demonstrating the pens, and the artist that was demonstrating was super nice and he was super talented, and he used them with the Milky Brush, which I haven't really seen available yet. I don't know if I've really seen these ones available yet, but I saw them on Amazon and I bought them, and they were like the Japanese version, but they will be coming to stores in the US this year. They've been out for a couple years, but this is the first time we're seeing them here. And I've seen this with a lot of art supplies. Sometimes they'll start in a different country, and then if they do well there, then they'll come here. I don't know, maybe they're testing smaller markets, or Japan is where Pentel is located. There's more products available in Japan, and we get the ones that are super popular there. One of the coolest things about these markers, it's not the magic quite yet, but you can prime them. I have some Corinne markers, Deco brush markers, and it's really super disappointing because they dry out super easily, and there's nothing really that you can do to get the ink coming back. And so like when you're doing a project, you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm done with that color. These ones, you can prime them, and to start them, it's a little bit, it's not like super tricky, but you're gonna prime them and push them a few times, and then after that, the marker ink will come out. So we'll do this with all of the markers right now. We're gonna go prime them and we're gonna swatch them, and you'll see a little bit of magic as we're going through. These are all the colors. There's also milky ones. When we saw them at the fair, you can see there's no ink in them right now, so we will have to prime them. But like if you run out of ink, you just push this button. We're gonna go through all of these. We're gonna see what they look like on black paper and the other paper. It says recap after each use. Yes, there are no color names, which, oh no, there are color names. So it's on here. So we'll make sure we look at those. So it's like oh, it's interesting. They're a combination. So we'll have to make sure we put that on there. We'll do prime on one side maybe, and then the other one, I don't know. So we have to prime them all. So I think we just push them, you know, the instructions are in Japanese. So we're just gonna guess, right? Okay, so look at that. I'm just gonna do some, these are going to be very interesting to try to color with. So if it runs out of ink, it's funny because I don't actually try to color with them. Okay, let's see if I can actually write the name of this. Pink plus metallic pink. Oh yeah. I was just making sure I got the right name. Okay, so I thought these might be hard to like write with, but look at how nice those lines are. Okay, so now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna compare on this paper. So these are going to look slightly different on this paper. There's like a reason why, and I can't remember, but it's hard to see, like it's more glittery on this side. But I'm going to just write pink plus metallic pink. Cool. So there's a technical reason why it looks different, but I can't remember what they said exactly. So we're going to do the next one. So you can see how it just takes a minute to get that ink spread throughout the tips. You really have to push down on them first. You can see already they're easy to use. You see my marks are much better now. Okay, so this next one is orange plus metallic yellow. Oh my gosh. I am so surprised that I can write this good with them. And you know what? For being like such dull colors on here, this is not accurately representing these colors because they're so much prettier than what it gets credit for. Okay, so we'll do our little things so we can see how they look. And I'm wondering if these are, like, it's coming like super hard to kind of see in here, but you can really see it on here. So I feel like on here you could probably use them by themselves, but this one you'd probably want to use them with some of their other, they have like a milky one. So I didn't get the milky one yet. I just got the metallic ones. And I don't know if it's because I couldn't find the milky brush ones. But these would be like a good accent if you wanted to like put something on there and then put the metallic over it. Now we're on to the gold color. So take the cap off, squeeze. I first had my first, Crayola has one, and I think Zebra has some. I've never reviewed the Zebra ones, so I actually haven't taken a super good look at them. I use the mild liners all the time, but not. So you can see how it just takes a minute to get this kind of, put a little bit more ink in there. Now we're getting our gold to come through. This is going to make a beautiful, I was a little worried about the butterfly, but now I'm not. And I can write with them. That is, you know, great. So the colors come out a little bit different. So I think the colors actually come out probably more like the metallic side on the black paper on the caps. So you'll notice that this one is very close to the orange on this paper, only slightly different than this, but this one is so very different. Okay, now we're going to, I think, no, we hadn't done this one yet. This one is going to be our green plus metallic blue. Oh, that one's juicy and pretty. Got like an ombre effect going there. Okay. You can see the green and the metallic blue. Okay. So this is great because it tells me that I can do detail work with these. Okay, now let's see what they look like on this one. It almost looks blue on this paper. So like I said, getting it ready to go, getting all that. This one, I did this a while ago, so I wonder if it kind of got a little bit dry. Yeah, now we see it flowing more. Still looks a little dry. I'm going to put some more in it. There we go. Okay, so we have blue. Yeah. Plus metallic green. Okay, so what does it look like over here? Oh my gosh, this is opposite. So this one looks green on this paper and that one looks oh, I'm wondering, okay, I'm just noticing this. So it looks like the pink shows up on the black paper and the metallic pink, no, the pink is on this paper, metallic pink on this one, orange on this one, metallic yellow on this one, green, metallic on here, but then the blue on here, and then this is the blue, and then this is the metallic green. That is crazy. I have never seen that. I'm interested to see the black because it's a mix of black and metallic red. Plus, let's see, metallic green. Oh my gosh, that is so interesting. Okay, so the next one is this purpley color. Violet plus metallic blue. Oh gosh, that was a mistake. Do not shake your pens. I know this with the podcast, right? Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid now. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that mistake right there. Okay, so I'm just priming this. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I shook it. But, I mean, happy accident, right? Because now I know. Just shake it. Or just whatever I did there. Must have been a lot of blue that came out. Because look. Okay, so this one is... that's cool. That's a cool effect that I wouldn't have thought if I hadn't shaken it. Violet plus metallic blue. This is going to make the prettiest butterfly. Okay, so yeah, and it looks blue on here. But I hope you're seeing them a little bit easier now. I can see them. Oh yeah, so once the light catches them a little bit different, you can see them. So these are definitely like kind of the angle you're looking at and how the light's shining down. Plus metallic. So this one is silver. Takes a minute. Prime it up a little bit more. This one's silver. That is so pretty. Oh wow, you get this like super pretty on here too. Very light, but that's cool. Okay, and then our last one. So this is going to be the interesting one to see what it shows up. Black or red. You can kind of see a little bit of the red on the paper. Like it shimmers like from one side to the other. Let's see. Black. Okay. So now we'll see on this one. Yep, exactly what I thought. That's so cool. So we figured out the secret to the markers. So I'm wondering, okay, so I have a question for myself. So if I do this, this is silver. I'm going to do it on both of them. I'm wondering if the red will show up, what color the red will show up. And then I also want to see if these blend. So we're going to let that dry for a second, and then we're going to come over here with our pink plus metallic pink and see if we can get some kind of blending happening here. Yeah, for sure. They do really well. Do a little bit more. We can get our gold into it. So they would be really good for backgrounds. I think that, did that already dry? That's so weird. Trying to get some to work with a little bit. Okay. There we go. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, I don't know if these ones are going to blend because gold and that. Yeah, they will. Oh, that creates like a really pretty green color. That is so pretty. You can kind of see it now, but it comes out pretty fast because the tips. Oh my gosh, I think they should make these like, oh my gosh. I don't want to mess things up. Okay. It's hard to get like a, they don't really want to blend together, but I get a really pretty color. Okay. And then the next one would be this one here. And then I'm going to run out of space, so I can't get my, oh, that is beautiful. I'm just going to do it, the one at the bottom. Oh. Then the silver, I feel like would like lighten them up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. No, I don't know what it did. Okay. No, we got a bunch of colors in there. Oh, probably just the ones at the bottom. But anyway, you could use the silver. Like, let's do this and our pink. It doesn't really do much. I don't know. Or maybe it makes it a little bit, instead of making it lighter, it makes it a little bit darker. Interesting. Ooh, you get like this purpley color. Okay, these are so fun to mix. I could probably just do this, like mix them all up. And like the color comes out super fast. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this right here. What was I doing with the silver? Yes, I'm using the black over it. So let's see if this turns out red or black. So that's still pretty black. And that's still pretty red. So it's like definitely the base under it. You can definitely see the red on here, but it's just not as apparent as this one. Okay. Our fun, happy accidents over here. I had my doubts about these brush markers, and then I could write super easily with them, and I was like super impressed. I'm like, you have sold me on these markers. These are amazing. The magic with these markers is that they appear as different colors, and I noticed this when I was going through, and you probably saw it too, is that like if it was metallic, if it was like a mix of red and black, on one paper it would look black, and on the darker paper it would look red. And it was the same thing with like if it was metallic and blue, it would look blue on one page and purple on another, which I thought was super cool and interesting because they were like a mix of colors, but they distinctly showed up as different colors on different pages. It wasn't like they were like mixed together on the pages. They kind of were a little bit, but you definitely saw the distinct color on one page and the distinct color on the other page. And now we're going to do a coloring page from Joanna Basford's, and I'll leave the link for that book below. It's brand new that she's doing this year, and I love all her books. And I always make a copy of the pages, that way like I can test things out, and if I don't like it, I can try again and again and again, and I don't have to buy like 10 copies of the book because I messed it up. Here we are coloring the page, and I'm going to start out kind of slow. You can see how detailed work it is on here, and then I'm going to speed it up just to kind of go through the process because it can take a while. And I'm going to fill in some of those white holes later, but I just wanted to put this on here, and it is looking really amazing. There is so, like I said, there's just so much you can do with these. The detail work is so amazing. I'm going to put the green up here. So I'm going to put like the lighter colors down below and then like the greens and blues above. And I'm kind of mixing some of the colors too, the green with the blues. We get like a different kind of gradient there. You can get different colors. And then I am putting on the orange and I'm mixing it with the pink. And I'm sorry, I was not filming this the best when I filmed it, and so that's another reason why I'm going fast, is that I was like, okay, I want them to get the gist of what's happening, and I need to work on my filming skills for filming while I'm coloring. But I'm mixing the blue there with that, and then I'm going to mix the silver with the gold to give it some distinction from like the gold inside the flower. Because if it was like the same gold, then, you know, you wouldn't really get a lot of depth in the picture. But if I put the gold on with the silver, it's going to make it a little bit different of color. Now I'm putting the top part on the blue. And then this is like the purpley color that I'm putting in here. They kind of look the same on the page, but it is what it is. And then I am going to put the silver on the background here. And I actually think if I was doing the whole butterfly like the silver, I think it would look really amazing with this color palette right here. I think they go really well together, but because I have the gold down below, I really wanted to make sure that I kind of tied this whole piece together. Like this would be something that you saw like in the wild. And then what I did after this, and I didn't film it, is I did go in and I filled in all the little gaps that you see there. I did it like not in front of the camera because it's sometimes hard to see in front of the camera. And now what I'm doing is I'm doing those little specks on the pages with the marker where you tap it. And so you get kind of these specks behind it. So you could like take the butterfly and not have the butterfly taped off so you don't get the specks on the butterfly and just the background. But I think it's a really cool effect that you can do with the marker. And I wouldn't have discovered it if I hadn't made that accident myself. And you get this cool effect on the paper. I will say that I loved coloring this with those markers. I've colored with gel pens before and it takes hours and your hand is so cramped. And there's lots of divots in the page. And these ones just brush on beautifully. But the great thing about them is that they can do detail work. So that's another magic point to them. They can do detail work. They appear as different colors. You can blend them. They're just amazing pens. And then you won't run out of ink because they have a place at the back you can pump the marker and get more ink out. What did you guys think of these pens? Do you love them as much as I do? Are you going to go out and get some? Let me know if you do, or if you already have them and what you guys think of them. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you in the next video.